apologize for the black screen. Just 1 second longer. Alright, there we go. Invites sent. Alright, let me get these. We'll get these announcements out. As we wait for the remaining players to join the lobby. Alright, we are just waiting on the final members of Grim Reality to join the lobby. We'll be off to a great start. We do have a matchup here on Villa between Pack Smokers here on the blue team and the just now joining members of Grim Reality on the orange, starting on defense. For those that aren't aware, the Road to SI event is back with both maps, one from 2020 and one from last year, 2021, as well as the New Year skin is back, Year of the Tiger this year, as well as Red Silk, White Dragon, and Dynasty all re-released. Those were seasonals back in Blood Orchid. Make sure to check those out if you don't have them. Would highly recommend running those with either the Mossy Ruin attachment skin that's the seasonal, or the Crimson attachment skin looks really good with the Year of the Tiger. As we just wait for final members to join us. Alright, we are going to pull up rosters here to make sure that those that are here are supposed to be here. So far, everything's all good. Just waiting on the final two members of Grim Reality, and we will get this match underway. Alright, just waiting on one more. There we go. Just going to get confirmation from both the team captains that they're ready. We will begin, so I apologize for the blue screen temporarily. Is everybody ready?
Okay, you can start it, and I guess our actual fifth.
Alright.
Alright, sounds good.
We're ready.
Good luck, have fun. Alright, and the match is underway. Here we go. Going on to Villa between Pack Smokers on attack and Grim Reality on defense. Hopping into first round here. Alright, starting off in the ban phase, I would be surprised if we don't have a Thatcher ban, considering how breach heavy Villa is, but at the same time it wouldn't surprise me, especially if there's a Mav ban to counteract that. But we'll see, as Grim Reality does get the first attacker ban. And it is the Thatcher. Not surprised if they left that on the board. It'd be a power play for Pack Smokers to leave it on the board and ban someone else. Tackle ban that we see in ranked and even comp lots of times. That will be the question, and we'll find out here shortly. The ace ban, not too entirely surprised. And I am getting a message to pause. From league admins. So we will pause here with 16 seconds left in the first defense ban. Alright, and I just got the green light to unpause, so we are back in the match. Alright, and the first defense ban is that Cade. I'm not surprised. This is just like the Thatcher or even a Jackal ban. Cade being so powerful and able to put those electrifying Electro Claws anywhere he wishes. Then going into the final defense ban, it is kind of a mystery what we'll see, but it could be something interesting or not. Valkyrie ban, it's Villa, just like Consulate and Cafe. Valk is almost always banned in these high ceilings, large area of outdoors, large roomed maps, because she is so powerful there to hide camps in almost any spot and then be successful. Alright. We are going for an AVG, or for those not familiar with comp lingo, an Aviator and Games hold here. Amira is definitely the interesting pick, especially on the castle for a defense at least. But pretty standard picks, especially with armor on that Finka becoming ever so normally meta. No 6 picks out on the board, but very little confirms coming out from the side of the defense. 3 seconds left. Seems they want to run the clock as we go into 6-pick phase. Or 6-pick phase ended, excuse me. A bit tired. As we go into first round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
It's beginning to look like some default stuff, but we can't really tell as we are very early into the prep phase. Does seem to be... That is an interesting Goyo shield placement. Normally, where the Goyo shield is, some ADSs are placed and the shield a little further back. Another interesting note to make of here is where these footholes, normally the footholes and reinforcement are swapped, but we'll see.
Bomb located by attackers.
As we do have some individuals off-site. Some miscommunication coming out from Distuary on the Jaeger. As this does seem to be a master-sided take from Pack Smokers on the attack. As it doesn't seem that they have much in their way, honestly. They do have Distuary on the Jaeger. But he is getting droned out here. 2. Takes out 1, but the pinch is about to come out here as Aiden on the castle is on red landing. Drone's coming out to drone through Astro, drone through that trophy. Distillery getting pushed a little bit here by Astro on that Iana. There he is, rocking the Year of the Tiger skin with the red attachment skin, as I was talking about earlier. As some sort of a pause, a flank seeming to come out here by Yeska, as they're unsure where this defender is. And he's found, running, dropping on red, and Aiden takes his spot, taking a little bit, about half of his HP worth of damage without doing any in return. Frag grenade spent. Yeska looks to make the push here, taking down the red barricade. Oh, just sees Aiden on the castle, but looks away at just the wrong second as Aiden does pull back to sight, and Yeska getting the first kill of this map on the Prone Stars on the mute. Unfortunate we were unable to see that. But Distuary on the flank here. Is he going to be able to pull this off? He's not known by Astro. That is in living room. Going to library here. Can he pull off a flank? He does seem to be moving a little slow than what he needs to do. But with the Iana sitting in a corner, or was at least, he can pull off this frag. There it is. Misses his shots, but Astro is aware of his presence. Crouched behind the desk. There is some sort of delay there as they trade about half of their HP individually. Astro prone behind the desk, and Astro does take out Distuary, but getting down by himself right as a Finka just goes out. Ducky taking a massive amount of damage in the hallway as Astro is getting rezzed. Screech behind the bar, Cobra behind the maps, and Aiden on the main stairs getting pushed by an Iana clone. And down goes Ducky, down by the Cobra, behind maps, and he gets another kill onto Yeska on maps. That should have been a frag there, as Astro is being forced to rotate and is now an even man fight. Even in HP, not necessarily. But with very little time left, they have to make a push here. Case is cold in maps. Rotates coming out here. Aiden seems unaware, though.
5 seconds remaining.
Down goes Cobra, an influential frag as Chabuse is putting Case down. Aiden going down as just on Screech, who does take down Armor. Astro providing that overwatch as Chabuse gets the Case down. Chabuse stuck in the corner as Astro holds his cross. Screech here on the Mira. No, he has to make some sort of push here. Unsure of the attacker's presence here. He does get shut down by Astro, and that's first round going to Pack Smokers. Very interesting round there. I think if Screech maybe watched the back of Cobra there a little bit more, that could have gone in the way of the defense. Alright, we are going down to Dining and Kitchen. They don't want some sort of retry there. Prone Stars hopping on the mute. The Finka of Armor once again. Seems like just like last round, except we do have a Thunderbird pick coming out. And a Jaeger for Screech rather than the Goyo, as well as a Mozzie pick on Distuary. We'll see a Distuary, excuse me, there's no T there, as they seem to have some sort of impact. Distuary having lack of reaction time there cost him that fight with Astra that could have been very influential later in the round.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
Alright,
being defused by
as I
attackers.
said, dining setup here. Distuary, I'm going to keep adding a T to that by accident, is going to be holding upstairs. It looks like he is dedicating most of his pests to his upstairs hold. Only 2, but a reinforcement as well. We look downstairs. Interesting concept to have a rotate there for Prone, as that could work in favor of the attackers. But it does seem to be
10 seconds left before
similar to a default setup, although nothing
5 seconds
unorthodox.
left.
As Distuary is the only one off-site
Attacker's objective
with...
is to defuse a bomb.
Yeah. Distuary is the only one off-site, and he's going for an early round run out, and he takes down Astro. Wow. Praise, and he goes for the barricade. That'll be a very influential kill later in the round, I think, considering that Astro is tied with Armor for kills on the side of the offense.
dropped
But
the
Armor
diffuser.
going in for
Attackers recovered the
a
diffuser.
boar take here with Yeska droning in through the Master. Distuary being aware, getting pre-fired by the Finka, but both missing shots. Still no sort of trade or exchange. Nitro cell spent, as Disuary does go to hold Astro Stairs. Seemingly aware of the fact that Yeska is where he is. Shots giving away his location as Yeska goes for the pre-fire, but no dice. As they exchange shots, a frag going out from Yeska, it seems. Does miss, not cooked enough, and Disuary does go down. Screech taking out Yeska. What happened there? Oh, I'll play on his own vertical holes. How unfortunate. As Disuary all the way down, and seemingly a rotate call coming out from the attackers, now in a 3v5. It's Cobra. Seemingly aiming at anything and everything, unsure where the attackers are coming from. Massive drone work coming out. And that is Armor in basement. He is hunting down Disuary on that Mozzie. But unknown to him, Disuary is not where he thinks. Both seemingly unaware to each other's positions as Armor does push forward and gets shut down by Disuary. Armor looking up towards the stairs. His sight did block out anything that he could see. Now it's just Ducky, ironically, and Chibius. And a 2v5. No drone work, getting spotted by default cams. Disuary close, and Cobra even closer. As Chibius does make a move into the hallway. Unknown that the Mozzie is right there, and there's Disuary with a triple kill on the round. A possibility for 4, but Ducky says no. Ducky now in a 1v4. Taking some damage of his own, and then gets shut down by Aiden. As defenders take round 2. Now, at a 1-1 split here, Disuary doing massive for his team there, picking off Astro at the beginning of the round and getting 2 further. As we go back to an Aviator Games hold by the defense. Screech sitting on that Jaeger, seeing as that it worked. Cobra hoping to relive some of that Mira magic. And Mozzie, Disuary on that Mozzie, understandably so, as massive as he went that round. Not much of a difference in lineup for the attackers. Seemingly want to stick with what they had. And it is a slightly different hold for the defense as far as Aviator in games.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
It'll be interesting to see what Cobra does with the Mira setup, as he does seem to be doing something a little bit different than last time. It does seem to be a very similar setup from the castle. A big thing to note here for the offense is that they have 6 frags. Now, mind you, they lost an entire set when Astro got picked up on that spawn peak last round. But hopefully they can make those frags count, as they had little to absolutely no impact on that second round.
Moving out to locate a bomb and
Screech going for an early spawn peek here. They like the early spawn peeks as they seem to be working, but unknown to him, the entirety of the attacking team spawned elsewhere. Screech taking a massive amount of damage there. Unknown what from. As Chibius droning out his teammates halfway across the map that are unknown to Disuary's presence in the downstairs, as he does not go to roam where he did previously. Pre-fire goes out, no dice, as he does get droned from Astro. The setup seems to still be going down on sight. Some shotgun shots coming out from Prone. Rocking that beautiful Year of the Tiger skin, and Disuary taking a large amount of damage. Now rotating back towards the library and going up the main stairs, accompanied by Aiden. But Prone Star's here. What are you doing? He's coming up red. He's not even peeking top red. Unknown that the attackers are so close. Now they are separated by a castle barricade. He does go back down and he does get droned. Castle Barricade's coming down, as he does make the decision to rotate back to site. Chabuse playing on the classical Hall angle. But the offense does have the advantage here, as both Disuary and Screech are very low HP. One bullet could dislodge either of them. But Disuary playing on the popped Mira in study. Almost half of the attacker drones are down. Armor does go to try and get the vault wall open. Yeska and Ducky still holding really far back. Prone Star's taking a large amount of damage. Yeska only taking a small amount in return. This does seem to be a trade fest, but with the defenders losing. And down goes Aiden from Astro. But Astro takes a massive amount of damage, and Disuary trades, gets that Yeska down, but Disuary on 1 HP, he has to make this count. Prone Stars is downed and dead. It's now in a 4v3 with 30 seconds left. Now the only full HP member on the defense is Cobra, laying in the corner, expecting a push from Books, but none is to come. This does seem to be a landing take, and down goes Screech. It's now in a 4v2, a massive frag from Astro there as he can come up and get Disuary out of study. They have not very long to push, and Cobra takes down Armor. Astro on his own triple kill takes down Disuary and Chabuse, nagging the last kill to take that round onto Cobra. Not quite sure how that was a headshot, but a massive round there from the attackers to fire back. Now up 2-1 as we go meet the halfway mark of this half. Astro going massive for his team there. This Finka has got to be frustrating for the defense, and it seems like they're going to bring a Thunderbird to compensate for that lost HP, which is probably what lost them that round. We are going to a trophy and statue hold, something we haven't seen from the defense yet. The lineup not changing for the attackers, but still varying for the defense, as we do see a bandit being brought by Aiden rather than the castle he has run up to this point. The vigil from Prone Stars also leads me to wonder if they plan on getting a little bit more roam heavy here, as he has been a bit more site concentrated here. And is yet to pick up a frag. The only person in the lobby yet to do so. He does rotate back. An interesting setup, to say the least. This does seem something very similar to a ranked setup.
10 seconds to go.
Rotates and reinforcements are put down. Nothing as far as bathroom sides or a closet hold here. A very questionable Thunderbird placement there by Cobra.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
On the reinforced wall there. I'm not quite sure what use that's going to give once the breach is open. But it doesn't seem that there are going to be any spawn peaks coming out from the defense. As Prone, as anticipated, is roaming over in the bar. Does seem to want to make his move. Does see the drone, is aware of the study take by Yeska and Astro here. As more droning is done and he rotates down the main stairs. Not sure if he's going to get pushed from elsewhere, and he is. Misses his shots, doesn't see him, does a little bit of damage, or excuse me, 75% of 75 damage about to Chabuse. Notification blocked that for me. As Chabuse does rotate, so does Prone. He goes for a run out, but gets lost and armored due to the restrictions on how he can look when on rappel. Does die to the person who's the last to get a frag in the round. Chabuse holding his escape. Doesn't get the refrag. Trades about half of his damage, but Chabuse is very low. Shots ring true as Prone does come out. Gets cocky with that SMG-12 and gets shut down by Chabuse. Cobra getting a massive kill onto Astro there, all the way from 90. Takes some damage of his own. The attacker's looking to refrag here. Rocking that beautiful fire skin. That lost HP refresh there. The attackers can't say the same as Armor on the Finka is taken down. Disuary has moved himself into the bar here, unknown to Chibuse and Yeska, who seem to be attempting to clear him. Aware of his presence now. Yeska, holding a rotate, gonna go for the frag here. That didn't necessarily work out for you last time, and he throws it. It does a little bit of damage, but is forced to reload and relocate. As you know, he's still behind the bar, but Cobra rotating to help his teammate does take down Chibuse. That is case cold on the floor. Yeska stuck in a tricky predicament here with Ducky on red in a 2v4. Yeska and Disuary trading a massive amount of damage. Who's going to win the fight? And it's Yeska. At the same time, Ducky does get the kill onto Screech. It is now a 2v2, but the defenders having the HP advantage. Case is still down. Locations unknown. Cobra holding that pixel.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
As Ducky seems to be wanting to make a push here. Yeska, with 25 seconds left, rotating with the case to his teammate in an attempt to get a clear down. Aiden hugging the bomb chassis as flashbangs come out and a push has to be made. Droning coming out.
10 seconds to go.
Ducky swings, is taken down by Aiden, and a pre-placed C4 by Cobra takes out Yeska. A round, excuse me. Oh, it wasn't pre-placed, that was a throw from across the way, excuse me. Being so far away, I could have swore that was a pre-place, but it seems that I was wrong, and we are at a tie game here. It seems to be trading blow after blow for these teams. Alright, we are going back to an Aviator in games, something that the current defense has lost every time. No 6-pick yet to come out on either side here as we have a Melusi being brought. Again, Aiden throwing it, mixing it up here. As Astro swaps from those frags on the Iona to the breaching rounds of the Ash.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Back to the AVG side. The defender seeing if they can swap it up this round. But Armor still on that Finka and not another Thunderbird from the defense. Be interesting to see if they do anything wild or different here. Only thing that I can notice that's a bit different is reinforcing of both of these study walls and the reinforcement of both of these classical hall walls. They don't want to have that extended hold, but they did bring Cobra on that bandit to deny chip use of that
Attackers have discovered
Hibana.
the location of a bomb. 5
But
seconds
Disuary
left before insertion.
is lying in wait in Astro,
Attacker's objective is to
and he
defuse
does
the
get
bomb.
one of the drones as Prone, as the Vigil coming over to give his teammate a rotate, maybe get a little aggressive here. Disuary does rotate down instead, seemingly wanting to counter this push here as Case is on the ground being transferred to Ducky. As this does seem to be a typical top master side clear from Pack Smokers. Prone spotting Ducky. Ducky doesn't know, and that could be a massive missed opportunity there. As I did miss it, but Disuary taken down. I did not see by who. It was their Armor Yeska there. Appears it was Armor, as he does swing, lights up Prone and takes him out. So I have a feeling that was Yeska who did kill Disuary. I wasn't paying attention. Armor getting that kill, much needed, as it seems most of the defense off-site has been taken care of, with the one exception of Aiden as the Melusi on main stairs. It does seem that the offense is unsure how clear the second floor is. Screech. Get back up to Screech here. Screech holding that pixel, waiting for someone to peek, and it seems like it's going to be Astro. Shots not ringing true. As I did see Yeska wanting to rotate. He is droning, getting ready for maybe a late study push here, and it seems that's what it is. He did not drone the man on main stairs, and that's who he is going to get shut down by. Aiden on the main stairs takes down Yeska. That massive, although late trade for his team. As now all the defense has to do is hold off this vault and red-sided push. Screech up on this breach, gets swung by Armor and takes him down, as no cover from Chibiuse there on the window. Free fires coming out, and it is an even fight now with 45 seconds left. Astro and Ducky looking to make wanting to make some sort of play here. Screech does take down Chibiuse, and a plan is going down, not sticking, as Cobra and Screech are coming in to deny. A Nitro not ringing true, as Ducky, Screech swinging slow. And he does kill the planter. A lack of coverage by Astro, who's now in a 1v2 with 20 seconds left. What a way this round has changed compared to what it was 30 seconds prior. And he does get shut down by Screech in the Classical Hall, who rotated outside of that breach. I do believe that is a member of Grim Reality leaving the game. We are going to pause as that round ended and wait for them to come back. Or unless we hear word, of course, that they are not. Let's investigate here. As it is going to be back to a dining room kitchen for the defense, who have a chance to bring this to a 4-2 split. Okay, and I do have word that they are resetting their game due to game chat bug, so we will wait for them. But I guess we can just analyze that last round there. Jeske, improper droning there, cost his team effectively that round. Now, had he droned Aiden out, there's no guarantee that he could have won that gunfight. But if he had, that would have put his team in a spectacular position. But instead, the missed drone, not going down the main stairs, simply just glancing and seeing that it's clear, effectively cost that round. As well as Chibiuse, I'm not sure if he was droning, but the lack of coverage onto Armor there, and Armor not expecting someone to be tucked, allowed Screech to not only live, but get two massively influential peaks on both Armor and Chibiuse, as well as creep up and deny Ducky the plant when Astro, I assume, ducked back to reload, wasn't expecting the double swing there. And Cobra has returned. I'm going to give him a minute to pick the op, to load in. I am going to resume. And he does get the Thunderbird, something that they did bring last time they were down here in dining, I believe. As we are just going to see if any 6-picks come out. There is yet to be a single 6-pick on this map. Now, if the attackers do bring this back, it will be a 3-3 split. Something that I wouldn't necessarily be expecting. But if the defense can win this, that's a 4-2 split for them and puts them in an excellent position on the offense when we swap. As we are just waiting for Cobra to load before we hop into this last round of this defensive half for Grim Reality. All right, loading into the round here. So we are back to that kitchen. The main difference is that Dissuary is now on the Vigil compared to Prone Stars, who swapped back to the Mute. And Dissuary was normally on that Mozzie, but he seems to have wanted to swap off.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Jeske getting some pre-placed cams into a memo there.
Wall secured.
Some normal setup going up. Aiden, though, AFK, that might cost his team possibly the round if he's not able to get his utility down soon enough and maybe gets picked off because of it. But going into this attacking half, notice that this time nobody spawned over here after Dissuary get that spawn peek onto them. They happen to spawn other side and ruins. Maybe they'll get some sort of And Aiden is back, but maybe they'll get some sort of top clear here. They seem to want to go for study. The only person standing in their way, though, is Disuary, waiting for yet another spawn peek. As the attackers look to clear the main lobby here, as well as library. It seems they want to go for a library side take, as Yeska and Armor seem to want to take living room instead. But Armor off the Finca for the first time this game. Will that cost the attackers, since there is that Thunderbird on the board for the defense? Jackal Trap coming out, Vigil's position, Disuary being known, as he does seem to want to rotate, and he is being cut off and shut down by Astro. What a shot there. Now, had Disuary reswung that, he might have been able to get that, but it doesn't seem that that's the case. As it seems the attackers are going to completely say screw you to a top hold. Yeska taking a massive amount of damage there from Cobra. None of that can be brought back because of the lack of, Finca from the attack. Now, Castle Barricades from Aiden. I was wrong, and he was able to get all that off successfully. Is holding the attackers back. Memo being opened. Aiden being pressured here from both doors, as it seems that Ducky and Armor, as well as Chibuse, are going to make some sort of push here. Chibuse also off that Hibana and onto the Capitao. Now, they know what corner that Aiden's stuck in. He does swing massive amounts of damage being traded. Shots firing back and forth as we're down to 50 seconds on the round. In a 5v4, Aiden taking down Ducky. That could be a massive kill there, as Chibuse wasn't able to take him out previously. Armor in Memo, trying to clear this castle out, but unsure what he can do. Sees the head of the Jaeger peeking out, but misses his shots, and Cobra takes down Yeska, and the attacker's now in a 3v4, as Prone is prone, takes down Astro, but Armor taking down Aiden. Cobra taking down Armor, and Chibuse in 1v3 before being taken down by Prone Stars. And as previously said, this does leave the defense now swapping over to the attackers in a massively advantageous position here, being 2 rounds up on their opponents as we swap sides. We're going for a dining kitchen hold here from Pack Smokers, now onto the defense. There's the Finca play. The Finca play from Grim Reality here. Excuse me. Disuary picking up that Ash, as he does seem to be doing massively well on that entry roll. Although Cobra going 8-3 for a squad here, but on the flank watch. As we have the first 6 pick of the map going for Astro from a Melusi to a castle. Interesting that that's not a role Armor is picking up. But we'll see.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
The pulse from Ducky coming out, though, seems they want to deny any sort of vertical play that Aiden, Disuary, or even Prone Stars could do here. As Chibuse seems to want to play a shield there in Laundry. With the feet holes, though, not necessarily sure how much that would help, although it would deny anybody, assuming they take out Chibuse, from running up over the shield. Assuming his teammates were watching,
10
of course.
seconds remaining.
Reinforcements coming out from the defense upstairs.
5 seconds left before insertion.
How many they dedicate would be interesting. Does seem to want to be a significant amount of roamers. Seems to be Armor giving those feet holes. And as well as Yeska on the Jaeger, seeming to want to have some sort of effect here. As this does seem to be what was maybe a library clear, maybe a call came out to rotate as pre-fires are coming out. Astro getting a little aggressive here where it might lose him his life. As breaches are being opened, and Aiden and Cobra going upstairs for that hold. Or to target the defenses upstairs hold. His drones are going out. Armor! What a shot onto Disuary, shutting that entry down on the Ash. A massive kill there for him. Now the question is, will it be influential or will it be empty if a refrag does come out from here? Yeska back on statue. Aiming for a drone, it seems, as I don't think anybody's going to peek you from the floor there, Yeska. And there it is, the drone he was waiting for ever so patiently. As there is a 3-stack here. Prone is now in. The hard breach going for the entry here rather than the sledge. As Aiden does make a push. Wanting to go for bathroom. Call coming out for the bar. Shots coming out. Yeska taking a little bit of damage there. His armor unsure what to do. A nitro going out. No dice from him. As Prone Stars does take out Yeska. Prone taking a massive amount of damage. A nitro coming out but missing. Oh, that was a serious malfunction there from Ducky. That could have been extremely massive. Aiden, though, does have control of trophy. Ducky making up for that and taking down the Screech on the Finka. Prone now permanently stuck at that half HP. Air jabs going out as vertical play seeming to want to happen here. With only 50 seconds left. Aiden making a move on Memo here. Unknown to him is the position of Astro. Armor going for maybe a late flank here. Down through library into living room. As a push coming down from bottom of Astro does seem to be making its presence known. 30 seconds left on the round. Armor's position not known.
Attackers drop.
Ducky taking down Prone Stars. Influential, that's Case on the ground on China. As Armor's position still isn't known. Astro taking down Aiden. And now it was Cobra in a 4v1. Taken down by Armor, who's that power position and deciding not to reveal himself too early. Did prove influential. Now, the defense striking back with a round of their own, now at a 3-4 scoreline. As we are going to trophy statuary, it doesn't seem that the defense of Pack Smokers wants to go to that Astro site. And I can't necessarily, or not Astro, excuse me, Aviator, as I can't necessarily say I blame them. 2 out of the 3 times that Grim Reality went there, they got shut down. Chabuse, though, swapping the Mira for a Frost, and Cobra going from the Thermite to the Zoff. No hard breach to speak of on the side of the attack. Now, on a trophy, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. But this was an Aviator site that could have proved extremely detrimental.
Need to locate and defuse bombs.
The Frost pick is interesting, though. It does seem that there is going to be a closet hold here. Interesting, there's no Ella shotgun play or even Frost shotgun at that point. Is what is commonly seen there. The Aruni seeming to want to back up whoever is going to be playing a closet. Reinforcements going down. Hatches being blown.
Attackers
Droning coming out here from the attacking side.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
I misspoke way too early. It's the Thunderbird shotgun on the closet hold. Oh, he has mute jammers, ADSs, Prisma gates. Or not Prisma gates. Excuse me, Aruni gates. Dedicated to him. Frost mats as well. It's seemingly only 1. However, if the attackers don't push it, how effective is it going to be? As Cobra hopping on the window somewhat early. Don't peek it. Why'd you peek it? Oh, Yeska, that could have been your head blown off there. As he got lucky that Cobra seemed to have missed. Disuary. Oh, Shabush taking out Prone Stars. That could have been massive. Screech on the window here, and Aiden on the Astro here, and Screech taking out Chabuse for that refrag, as they now know the location of the mute. Aiden coming up Astro, there's nothing in his way to deny him, and Case isn't down. Yeska rotated all the way to Classical Hall, waiting for that Zoff, I believe that he thinks is still on Skull Window, but no dice. Disuary downstairs in the living room library, droning out his teammates. As Screech and Aiden have yet to make a move here. Cobra droning out Astro, wanting to push him solo. Not necessarily a good idea. Armor taking a little bit of damage there. Not sure where that was. And Ducky goes down in sight. It seems that the attackers are going to have sight control here as Disuary is rotating. Armor rotated back to sight, wanting to get his teammate, but can't, as Astro is being held by Cobra. Aiden still on the stairs here, unsure how he wants to make his next move, as Disuary is coming up behind him to assumingly get that plant down, but Astro in the closet taking down Aiden. Disuary, does he know? Astro, this could be very influential what you do next here, and Ducky is picked up by his teammate. Shot's not ringing true. You're on his head, but you don't know. He's getting double pushed here. He's got to do something. Teammates coming to save him, and Disuary does take down Astro. As we're reaching the 45-second mark, Ducky taking down the pre-fire that Cobra attempted there. It is now a 3v2 back to the side of the defense. Astro control is had, but there's only so much they can do with that control. As crosses are being held, Screech is now in sight. Disuary not making his move yet. Holding a cross on his own teammate as Screech does take down Ducky, making this an even fight. Armor waiting for his opportunity, and Yeska, you gotta push something else. Can't hold exactly what your teammate's holding. As Disuary on the bomb chassis has to put down the bomb, doesn't want to, decides to go for the frags. And Screech takes down. Oh my goodness, what a clutch there from Yeska, definitely making up for previous rounds as I couldn't get the words out of my mouth there. He takes down Disuary and then shuts down Screech on the Finka on the rotate. We are now at a tied game. A tied game here as we go into third round of the Pack Smokers defense. Going finally for that Aviator game site. Be interesting to see if we see anything new from either side. And we do have the Cobra on that Maverick. Do have a 6-pick from the Mira to the Goyo. It does seem that Pack Smokers don't want to give away their shield play too early, but Prone Stars, the Ash, taking the diffuser. I sense a rush here. Well, only time will tell as we head into this round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
An interesting shield there from Armor, seemingly wanting to deny the instant jump in onto the default plant there behind the vault wall. It's probably easily the most unorthodox thing we've seen as far as defense setups go.
Bomb located by attackers.
Cobra.
10 seconds to insertion.
That drone is downstairs. This is what I talked about previously. The first time that Grim Reality were here, they had the shield misplaced. Now, it doesn't seem there is going to be any ADSs here unless Yeska places one or two. But they do have the Aruni gate on study door there. Armor and Astro off-site, as Screech does seem to want to make an early play here on the Classical Hall windows. Now, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any sort of a rush here, unless Prone isn't going to rush up red stairs here. But that doesn't. That could be the case as they have two teammates right behind. A crouch rush, if you will, with Cobra on Skull window. Astro being taken down by Aiden, as this does seem to be some sort of a quick site takeover. Armor unknown. Has no idea that his teammates are getting pushed as quick as they are. Prone is in, taking shots from the bar. No reaction there as he doesn't see Chibiuse on the Maestro. Prone, that's case cold in sight. Armor with the frag onto Aiden there. The defense suddenly has the man advantage on something they shouldn't. A frag coming out, doing it from Cobra, I assume. A little bit of damage done to Chibiuse. Not a ton. Disuary having rotated. Down to bottom red. And there it is. Armor was found in an attempt to clear Cobra off that window, and Disuary picks him off. Now, back into an even fight here. Cobra downstairs. Seems they want to go for a red take again. Except for Cobra's rotating up main. Case is still cold in sight. Cobra doesn't know it, but he's completely uncontested down here. With Screech having little to no impact besides drones on the round as he's been on that rappel the entire time. As Syria gates are reset. Droning done on Yeska. A tiny bit of damage done as Cobra, I think he realizes that he has main completely free. Except for Yeska, who doesn't seem to know. Screech is finally in the building, as he is attempting to get some feet here. As Disuary does go down because of Chabuse, but Screech gets the refrag, and Cobra, the frag on to Yeska. It is, and Disuary is rezzed, and Cobra does get the kill onto Ducky on the bar. Such a good round that could have been easily won by the defense, thrown away quickly by some over-aggressiveness. And that is a 5-4 score line here, 1 round away from map point. But now, if the defense brings us back, we'll be at a tie game for the 3rd time this map. Wanting to go back to a Dining Room Kitchen. A site that they did previously win. Cobra all over the place, from the Zofia to the Mav to now the Nomad once again. Ducky swapping from that Vigil to the Pulse. Hopefully he can get a C4 kill as well, on top of being extremely impactful as he was last time they were here. A smart choice in giving Cobra the case rather than Prone Stars, who just went into sight and died.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It does seem to be a similar hold that Chabuse did to last time in the laundry with the smoke, assuming he doesn't get picked off somewhat early this time. Ducky hunting drones on the Pulse's identity known, as it does seem to be Astro and Armor upstairs this time rather than Yeska on the Jaeger. But Yeska does seem to be up here,
10 seconds
getting
remaining.
some ideas for that castle strat, as he does rotate back down to the site. Hatch is being reinforced. Interesting choice there, but it makes sense to protect the laundry hold.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
These footholes are being set out. The attack phase begins. Aiden and Disuary spawning on other sides of the map here. Aiden, that's not your drone, but it's an understandable mistake. As a basement push. Now this is something you don't see all too often, and I'm glad that we're seeing some of it here, as Screech and company, it seems, wants to push up. It's Prone Stars again leading this charge, I guess you could call it. Ducky knowing their position, giving that call as he gets ready for that C4, and he throws it, and he dies, and it's a double kill for him! Screech and Cobra down, the 2 biggest performers for the side of Grim Reality. What a Nitro Cell, what a read from Ducky there with his scanner. That is going to be massively influential, assuming that the defense doesn't throw this away. Prone Stars seem to be in some sort of shock of what just happened to his teammates, as Armor does take down Aiden, and Prone rushes in, taking no damage, unaware of those to his left as a smoke canister is thrown out. And it does seem that the defense is aware. Ducky, aware because of the cardiac scanner. Chabuse stuck behind Tetris, as Prone does have trying to control and takes down Ducky. It's now a 4v2. Prone does have sight. Disuary protecting from any sort of retake, but Astro shuts him down, and Yeska, the kill on Prone Stars, and it's yet again a tie game here for the 3rd time this map. A massively influential Nitro Cell there from Ducky. Easily, that's what won his teammates the round there. Massive kills there. As we go to a trophy statue site once again, it'll be interesting to see if Yeska on that Jaeger can pull off that play again that saved his team last time they were here. Now, it's notable to notice that Cobra and Screech have achieved those double digits, as well as Astro with that last round. So congratulations to them, with Armor not far behind, as well as Ducky and Disuary. A 6-pick coming out, Cobra going from the Nomad to the Iona, and Armor obviously going from the Thorn to the Wamai, as Thorn is not allowed in competitive play.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
It'll be interesting to see if Pack Smokers does change their strategy, knowing that there was a hard Astro take last time.
Bomb located by
Ducky
attackers.
has the smoke going off-site, wanting to make some holes here. Be interesting to see. It is an extended off-site with Chabuse on that Maestro.
Seconds left. 5 seconds to insertion.
And it has been brought to my
Attackers'
attention that,
objective is to
as this,
defuse
there's
bomb.
only 4 people that are positive in this lobby. 3 of those people being the double-digit kill achievers that I just noted, then Armor as well. So this extended hold into Bar here, with Yeska and Astra being dedicated to that. With, ooh, Screech already on the Astro windows. This does seem to be a master-sided take. But yes, as pointed out by Nocturnal in chat, it is surprisingly common to find only a few people, normally a couple on either side, that are going positive. Reach is going for here, as it does seem that Yeska and Astro are going to have to abandon this offsite hold, as it does seem to be an Astro master take. Some damage being dealt to Chabuse and Ducky. Some being done from a Twitch drone, which isn't necessarily the best use of that utility, but it's effective, so who cares? No damage yet to be traded onto the attacking side. Not as if it was matter, considering Screech on the Finka. Yeska and Astro kind of stacking up here, as Astro does go for a rotate here. Ducky on these cams, waiting for Screech on the Finka here to swing in. But Screech is waiting for him to make it. A C4 does not ring true, as a call out from a cam did not necessarily work. And there's Chabuse taking down Aiden, the first frag of this round. Cobra going to swing him. Does Chabuse? No, but Chabuse wins that! How does he win that? It appears that Cobra, un-ADS, got extremely cocky and let Chabuse win that fight. Prone Stars does get the refrag onto him there, but it is in a 4v3 in advantage of the defense here. Screech rotating to the master side here, as even though Breach is open, no play being made here with only 40 seconds remaining. Disuary taking a massive amount of damage here from below from Astro. But he's in sight, and there down goes Armor from Disuary. Shots being traded. Ducky goes down. Astro hitting that double digits, taking down Screech, but Planet's going down. Yeska does swing, takes down Disuary. It's just a 3v1. Prone is pinched. He has to make a play here. Astro missing his shots.
15 seconds left.
As 15-second mark hits, he pushed for the frag, and Astro takes him down. Bearing 9 versus Bearing 9. It was pointed out as well that Cobra tried to crouch spam and accidentally went prone there, as well as un-ADSing. That ended up losing him that fight, and it appears the round, as Pack Smokers are now up on map point here. But all that Grim Reality has to do is win this one round, and it's a tie. It would be a tie game for the 4th time this map, and we would guarantee OT. Aiden bringing out that Ying. Is this going to be some sort of rush play, or is that a bait for a 6 pick? As we are going back to Aviator and Games. Armor swapping from the Melusi to the Goyo. It'll be interesting to see if that Goyo shield that was previously showcased on that vault door, if it would have any impact this time. And that is correct, pointed out by Nocturnal once again, that this is the first time that Pack Smokers have had has had the round lead since round 3. Now, last time on round 3, if we look at the scoreboard, they were up 2-1. Now we are in a very similar situation, being up 6-5. It's just a 1-round difference here that can honestly make or break this game. Now I really want to see that shield come out from Armor here on the vault door and have it have some sort of impact, successful impact, of course, denying an attempted plant. It was what seemed to happen last time, and that's why Prone Stars lost the case on the B bomb site. But of course, I could be wrong. Jeska going for the off site.
10 seconds left.
Wanting to hold statuary at any
5
cost.
seconds remaining.
Chibius blowing the hatchet. There does seem to be top main play, but we'll see if that is actually successful, as Grim Reality has to win this round, or except if they don't, that's game to Pack Smokers. It's Prone on the Hibana. Really want to go for a study take here. Ducky is ready on that Goyo shield. Does not seem he has any ADSs that they're focused on this shield back here, but he does have that Syria gate.
Drone activated.
Screech on the window here, looking to attempt to get rid of that shield, as there's nothing in the way now. All the frag needs to be chucked in, or in this case, the Twitch showed on Dustuary, and that shield is gone. Ducky reinforcing himself off, but Grim Reality, Prone Star specifically, does have control of top red. Prone Star does take out Chibius, and Prone Star does suddenly have sight. The smoke is unaware, and down goes Ducky, but Astro does refrag with a kill on Cobra, and sight is given. Frags going left and right. Armor reaching that double digits club is now a 2v3 on the side of the defense. Jeska making some sort of retake here, as he's forced to worry about Disuary, but the second he does it, he swings, and Jeska wins that! How does Jeska win? As it is now a 2v2, but the attackers have the HP advantage. Prone Stars could go for some sort of plant here, and he is going for the plant. No nitros in hand. Screech holding it off from Study. Seemingly a rotate coming up from Red, as this has to be successful for Pack Smokers in order to close out in relegation. Some shots going out, but Jeska seemingly pinched, as Screech is holding him off. Jeska in bar now. Free fires to help his teammate, but no dice. A surge coming out. And he almost wins the fight onto Prone Stars, but no dice. And we are in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We now have 5 individuals in the double digits club. As Armor got his 10th that round. All right, we are going down to a dining kitchen with a pretty standard pick, it seems. It seems that Ducky doesn't want to attempt to hide that pulse, but Cobra he's keeping the Nomad, which is interesting. Every single time he's got Nomad, he's swapped off, so it seems like that Ducky and Cobra are playing the same game here, attempting to trick the other team into thinking they're 6-picking.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now, with the castle on the side of Astro, it'll be interesting to see if they continue to do the laundry hold. Now, I can't say I blame them, although it hasn't been pushed yet this entire game. The Grim Reality has pushed a different side, at least, every single time they've attacked this. And I think that's one of their strong suits on this map particularly, is that they can attack from any side. There it is, the shield hold with the smoke.
5 seconds left.
No feet holes yet, but that looks like that's what Chibius is rotating to do.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
For that laundry hold. Now, it does seem like it's going to be a master clear. But the foothold's not necessarily reinforcements being, excuse me, dedicated. With Astro, Aiden, and Disuary here, seemingly to want to go up the basement stairs here. But interesting to see if this is successful or if this does get shut down, as there is some late site reinforcement going down. Is oblivious to the hatch being open overhead, and they do just go straight to China. Thugging is in, it's a rush. This is going to be a Frag going out, smokes as well. Damage being traded. Ducky takes down Cobra, but Screech takes down Ducky. Frag's ringing true. Dissuary taking down Chabuse. It's a 3v4, but Yeska taking down Dissuary. It's a 3v3 with Case already down behind the bomb. Yeska goes down,
Attackers need to
taken out by Prone Stars, and Prone Stars taking out Armor again. It's Astro on a 1v3, and he's taken out by Prone Stars, not before downing Aiden on the sledge. A massive rush there and a huge round for Grim Reality, as they are now up and only need this one round to take this OT win for these 2 points. Pack Smokers now back on the offense for the first time in 7 rounds. Now, we are going for another Dining Kitchen hold. I doubt it, but it would be interesting to see if we get some sort of counter rush and a counter-attack style from these Pack Smokers players. The Ying, the Ducky 6-picking from the floors to the Ying could simply be that rush that we were expecting. And Dissuary 6-picking from the Vigil to the Mozzie. Be interesting to see if they're able to pull this off. Yeska on the sledge, able to bring down those castle barricades quickly, with Ying able to throw those candelas in. It'll be interesting to see if we do get a rush here, and if we do, is it going to be successful? Now, if I was on the side of Grim Reality, I'd say let's bring a Warden or something in order to counter any sort of Ying or smoke rush. But it seems too late for them, as we go into what could possibly be the final defense for Grim Reality and the final offense for Pack Smokers.
Kona station positioned.
Default reinforcements going down. It does not seem that they're gonna hold upstairs, that they're maybe expecting a site rush. Very similar to what they just did to Pack Smokers.
10 seconds left.
Now, although they could rotate within the final moments of the round, I could be wrong.
5 seconds to
Does
insertion.
not seem to be that way.
Attackers are moving to defuse
All
the
right,
bomb.
let's get to Yeska on that sledge. As we want to see this, maybe an attempt at a rush, but I can't really tell. If it is, it's going to be a library side with Ducky on that Ying. Is it going to be successful? It is a 5-man site hold. Only time will tell. If this is a rush, it is agonizingly slow, as not a single attacker is in the building as of yet. My read does seem to be correct. It does seem to be a library take, and Chabuse, first attacker in the building, as pings are coming out on a default cam. I didn't think that was needed, but Armor blitzing forward as the Finka, getting some ground here, as it does seem Cobra is anticipating these feet shots here on the China castle barricade. Intel being shared as Dissuary in... That's an interesting position to be, right in front of the door on Memo, but don't get me wrong, could definitely be unanticipated. As Yeska does come in, is there going to be some sort of playmate here? The attackers are moving very slow for people that have a Ying on the board. Dissuary throwing his C4, but Ducky knows, and he pulls off. He is not that stupid. As shots are ringing out from Chabuse, wanting to open that up. Getting the Nitro Cell off, as he doesn't know this, where he peeks and takes out Chabuse. An influential first frag there, as Free Fires are coming out. Armor opening up that memo door, but reinforcements coming in. As Armor is blinded. Yeska going for a peek here. Aiden in the corner as the castle waiting. As that, there was nothing made of that. Wasted. I believe that was Prone Stars or Dissuaries. That was Dissuary already wasted there. As smoke goes down, but Dissuary with a pre-fire takes out Ducky. That's Case Cold. Pack Smokers now in a 3v5, have to make some magic happen. If they want to get something going here in order to go to this last round of OT. A frag coming out here from Armor. No dice on the Prone Stars though. Stuck in the corner as the mute.
Attackers
Disarray with another influential fragment of armor and Screech on an Astro. It is now Yeska on a 1v5 for the OT, and down he goes with Grim Reality getting a flawless round for the final round there. Good game, good show from both teams as Grim Reality does take it home. A massive amount of 4 members of Grim Reality going double digits there. A massive game from both teams. GG's to both teams. That was an entertainment fest to watch, to cast, and good games to both. I thank you all for tuning into the cast, and I will catch you all next time.